Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise. I'm here to be doing a pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be about what does tarot have advice for me? Just some advice. So I'm very excited about it. It's just it's a general read. So it can be about love. It can be about your own self. It just depends on what the cards decided. With that being said, this is a general read, so if it resonates with you, yes! Woohoo! I'm very excited about it. If it isn't, if it doesn't resonate with you, well, sorry. There's 2 other readings if one doesn't resonate with you, so you can just kind of watch them all and see what helps you out. I do a default. Usually I read to myself, so it's usually about a woman. I'm reading to a woman, about a man if it is a love aspect of it. So pronouns can be interchangeable, so she's can be he's can be she, he, whatever's going on in your life. So with that being said, there are 3 choices. You have 1 right here, 2, and 3. So this one is a quartz crystal cluster. This one is a hagstone, one of my personal favorite stones. And this one is labradorite, and it has a really cool kind of sheen to it. So that is 1, 2, or 3. Pick a card, any card. Let's get started with number 1. Okay. So let's get our advice. I'm going to get an overall energy reading, and that's going to be your snake. So with snake energy, it's definitely about change and creation. The snake peels its skin. It doesn't peel it, but it sheds its skin. So it's constantly changing and constantly evolving. And, it has a really kind of a nasty reputation, but snakes are really beautiful creatures, and they're very very cool. So this feels like that there is like a changing energy and creation in what's going on in your life right now. Your next card is daydream, or not daydream, but it's actually dream time. Sorry about that. Dream time. And it is creation. So, that goes hand in hand with the snake. With creation and dream time, some advice would be right now is to do a dream journal. Start recording your dreams. Actually, your subconscious is really intelligent and is giving you clues through your dreams. So really write those out and get those key points and kind of see like, what is my subconscious trying to tell me? Now, also there is creation in this, so maybe it's time to start creating things with your hands. Maybe do some scrapbooking. Also, like painting and things that you feel like you are creating. That could be baking, cooking more at home, just doing stuff with your hands and doing that creation. So I think that is really good advice for this really cool energy, the snake energy. This is a little creepy. It is DNA and it's karma. So, I don't know if you can see this, but the DNA strands are snakes. So, again, I don't pick these cards out. I do a total shuffle. If you watch my Valentine's Day reading, that's kind of how I do it when I'm doing these pick a card readings, where I'm just going off of it. Sometimes I kind of have a feel of what the energy is, but then once I put them together and start anew, I kind of forget about them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And I remember getting this DNA one. I'm like, whew, it's creepy. So with the karma, some advice as well is, the snake has a bad reputation, and the thing is you need to be working on your karma points, being a better person. It doesn't mean that you're being a bad person by any means, but maybe just start thinking more about others and trying to help others, as well as yourself, but not trying to be the cut above, you know, like the best example that I'm actually thinking of, which is really kind of funny because of the snake reference, is like a Slytherin in Harry Potter, where they very much are very ambitious, unlike Gryffindor that wants everyone to succeed, excuse me. Slytherin wants to succeed and they don't care who they push out of the way. So it kind of feels like you want to have more of that Gryffindor energy of like getting more people to succeed as well, rather than doing a cutthroat thing just to get to the top. So you have another card for, I'm going to butcher this name, Skull Sight, and that is for peace. So I feel like there is this like really energetic creation changing energy with the snake, but you need to also center yourself and find peace within yourself. And I think that's also going to start to reflect in your karma as well. You got Guinevere, which is true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Now, this can be viewed as a love reading. I'm definitely not feeling like this is going to be towards that. It definitely can, because if you start working on yourself and you start becoming a better version of yourself, especially with the karmic aspects of it, love is going to come to you. But I think like your true love is actually, you're going to find out, is yourself. When you start to do that creation and starting to change and do stuff to find that inner peace and everything, I think you're going to really start to fall in love with yourself. Then you have Mary Magdalene, which is unconditional love. So this says, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. And I think that's another thing that's towards yourself, and it goes really hand in hand with that karma. So unconditional love, you want to love thy neighbor and just treat everything with love. I read this really great Instagram post from someone that follows me, and I'm really sorry I can't remember their name because it just popped into my head about this, that reminded me of this. And she wrote a great Instagram post, and it was about love. Excuse me, it was about unacquitted love. And it was talking about how there is two sides of that, where yeah, you're loving someone and they don't love you back, and that really does hurt. But being on the other end of it, excuse me, also equally hurts as well. And so there was a really good discussion back and forth with it, which was talking about unconditional love and how some people kind of confuse that love when you do give love of romantic interest and whatnot. And don't be afraid to be giving people love in that way. I mean, it can be misinterpreted, and there's going to be some people that will get really hurt feelings by it, but you have to understand and never forget that love and never stop showing that love, because honestly, right now in the global climate that we are in, we need this love. We need to be showing love and showing love to people that might be different, that might be different from us, and we just need to be having more love out there. And of course, the unicorns strike again, and it's love heals fear. So there's a unicorn with a mountain lion or cougar. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. And that goes hand in hand with that unconditional love. Because again, once we show love, once we have that love, even towards our worst critics and even towards the people that are just awful to us, if you just show that love, like it does radiate and it does make things better. And then you got Mother Fierce. And Mother Fierce is a protection on your spiritual path. So it feels like, yeah, you are on this really great spiritual path of change and transformation and love. There's a lot of love in this. And again, I don't feel like this is actually like a love relationship. I feel like it's more of a general love of yourself and love of others that are in your life. And I think on your spiritual path, you do have this protection, so you can be freely with yourself and be yourself and create and build that great karma too. You know, just have that peace of mind and just go with it. And Mother Fierce is going to protect you, from a lot. All right, guys, I think that's it for this read. What an awesome read. So hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That would be great. If that resonated with you, yes, I'm so excited. If it didn't resonate with you, oh, sorry. All right, guys. Well, if it didn't resonate with you, there's a couple more readings to go. So on to number 2. Got that Hagstone. Very cool. All right. There's Nico. She's looking real graceful. Okay, so the energy that I'm feeling is your elk energy. So that's going to be stamina and having a sense of community. This feels like already that you've had something happen to you. And it doesn't feel like it's a breakup or anything that is like that. It doesn't feel like it's something that's like that. And you know, like with breakups and stuff, yeah, our hearts hurt, but there's a lot worse things that go on in your life than a breakup. So I do feel like this is more of a deeper issue. And the sense of community too is definitely trying to find friends and people that are of the same sex or the same kind of backgrounds as you. So if like it would be like a girls trip for me, or like having fun with my girlfriends and just kind of discussing on what's going on. So it's finding your people right now and just kind of like regrouping. And that stamina is because you've had a really long drawn out BS thing. And I don't know what exactly it is. With elk, it feels like it's more deeper than just like, oh, my boyfriend for a year broke up with me and whatnot. This feels like this is like deep. This is a really deep connection. So your next card is Shaman, and that's ancient healing wisdom. So again, that goes with that elk energy that you're healing on something really deep. I'm really actually honestly picking up on like a death of a family member or of a really close friend, something that is really traumatic, and that's kind of where I'm going. And it could be a tragic accident. It could be something that you are even questioning about life in general, and like, how can something like this happen to me? You know, how can this happen to this person? How can this happen in my life? And it's a really deep wound. And I feel like with the Shaman, it's also showing you that spiritual side. And then you have, again, I'm going to butcher the name, Diaposte. I'm awful at reading. This is heart healing. So something really did hurt your heart. It's affecting your heart chakra. It's affecting your heart and how you are dealing with loved ones around you. This definitely feels like you are becoming really closed off. And I think like with that elk energy, you do need to regroup and talk to people that have your back and that you're not gonna feel judged. Then you have hematite, and that's grounding. So it does, again, it feels like it is really, you are having this leg movement and you really do need to ground yourself. And I think like with whatever has happened with this shaman energy and this grounding, that you are in this like whirlwind of emotions and of questioning things. And I know when I was younger, I definitely, I grew up in a Christian family, and I had a lot of family tragedies and stuff like that just growing up. And I just remember where it's just like you're questioning God and you're questioning like why would something this bad happen? And when you get into that tailspin of that spiritual questioning, which it's always good to have it, but you need to make sure that you ground yourself and you be thankful for what you have. And you know, the thing is that bad things happen, and but they happen for a reason. And it's awful to say that, especially because I'm feeling like a death. I really am. I feel like when you say that it happens for a reason and it is a death, it is a slap in the face. I get that. But there's other plans in your life, you know, and unfortunately, if it has to deal with death, that person lived a full and beautiful life. Do we wish that they were back? Absolutely. But we need to keep grounded and we need to keep ourselves centered and not get into that big tailspin of just emotions. You need to feel those emotions, but you have to keep grounded. Okay, and then you have Morganite, which is relationship healing. And I feel like this is affecting your relationships. This is affecting not only your love life, this is affecting your family life, this is affecting your friends. That's why you're getting this elk energy. You need to reconnect with some people to talk about it. This can even be going to a counselor or getting involved in a group. I know I joined choir. That's a really great group of women that I have friends for life in there. And this can be a signifying of like time to get yourself out there and get a group of people that you can be around, and you're not having to be like insecure of anything like, at least like with me would be like a relationship and everything. And I stay away from men a lot of times because I've always been hurt by men. And with a full women's chorus, and then we're associated with a gay men's chorus, it's like the perfect combination for me, because then I don't feel that I'm in a situation that I'm going to get hurt because it has something to do with a relationship. So I feel like it's kind of the same energy of that, where it's you need to start getting into something that is not going to hurt you, and a group of people that's going to be really supportive and really great for you. All right, then you got Mawu, which is Mother Earth. So this is like a connection. This feels like you need to get connected back with Mother Earth. I know it's really cold outside right now. It's February, but going on a short 15-minute walk, just look up at the sky, look at the trees, look at the birds, you know, really just kind of zen yourself outside. And it's just for a quick second. And I think the more it gets warmer, the more you need to be heading outside and getting that fresh air and getting that meditation and just really experiencing life and really experiencing the world. And then the unicorns are let go of stress. Don't take other people's stress. Breathe it out now. What a really great thing, because I do feel like whatever is happening, again, it's really, really dark. It's really bad what has happened, and you're still trying to regroup. And I think you're getting stressed out by it because you're not, I feel like you want to heal from this, and you want to heal from this like now. Like you feel like you want to heal from this yesterday. And that's not what's going to happen. I think you're getting really stressed out by that. So you need to let go of stress. Just really ground yourself. Really just meditate. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. And then you got Bamboo Moon. And Bamboo Moon is divine timing. Divine timing for at least this, it feels like things will get better. You just have to go through the waves of things, and it feels like there is some healing that's going on and that you need to start doing. But divine timing tells me that things are going to happen, and they're going to happen for you. And it's going to be a really great thing coming out of like this energy that's happening. But again, it's all about divine timing. You can't rush it. So don't stress over the timing of things and what's going on. Because good things are going to happen. All right, I think that's it for that one. If that resonated with you, give this a thumbs up. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. If it didn't resonate with you, well, I'm sorry about that. Still, give this a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. If it didn't resonate with you, I got one more reading. So why don't you check out reading number 3. Okay, Labrador, right? Look at that. It's so cool. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very neat. Okay, so this is just general advice. Let's go. So you got Black Panther, and that is embrace the unknown. So to me, automatically with Black Panther, that feels like that there's some really exciting, really big things that are coming. It's not going, and a lot of times when this card comes up, it's not going to tell you what these big things are. You're not going to have any idea what these are. So I'm just putting that out there. But big things are coming. So it's time to now embrace the unknown and embrace what's going to happen. And it's really truly living in the present and being able to receive what's going to happen. So embrace that unknown. Don't be stuck in your little box. You know, don't be like, well, this makes me uncomfortable, so I'm not going to do it. Embrace the unknown, because really big things are going to happen. Your next card is Ocean, and it's ebb and flow. So, I mean, that totally works with this, because it's like the ocean. You go in and goes out, goes in and goes out. It's just like a cycle of life. It's you give and you get. It's just all of that. And so when you have that understanding of how, and it's almost like with karma too, of how things kind of have that ebb and flow, embracing the unknown is a lot easier that way, because you have to know what goes up must go down and what goes down must go up. So it's just, that's how life is. So when you are in those down times, you're allowed to feel however you want to feel, but make sure that you know that good times are ahead. You just have to feel this low in order to get that high. And when you are having a really great day, enjoy it, and don't take it for granted. Don't think that, oh, well, since this is great, it's always going to be great, because guess what? That's not how life works. So just, it feels like this is just like trying to get you in for whatever this big future thing is going to be, because it's that embrace that unknown. And then you got a Master Teacher card of Ancient Wisdom Crystal. Wow. So this can be, you might have been doing some really good spiritual work. I feel with the Black Panther and with the Ancient Wisdom Crystal, I feel like you definitely have been working on yourself, and you've been working on yourself in a deeper, more emotional, spiritual level. Okay, your next one is Rhiannon, which is a sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. You have been working. I feel like you have been really embracing the law of attraction. If you haven't, I suggest you look into law of attraction, because you have this really cool manifesting energy, because that's what this Black Panther is. You're starting to manifest things, and I think that you're in a really sweet spot, and you need to keep this up, of this being positive energy, and also understanding that ebb and flow. And the more you understand and you accept that ebb and flow, and the more you start to manifest what you're wanting in your life, that's what this Black Panther is doing. So you need to embrace it. Can be scary. So you have Ostera, which is fertility, and that is springtime. So this can be something this Black Panther might show himself in spring. It is a perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So yeah, you are manifesting something, and I feel like my advice for you, at least so far, is keep it up because this is looking great. Your unicorns is brothers and sisters, and to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. This could be something where it's time to, if you have brothers and sisters, to just try to connect with them. With brothers and sisters, this can also be if you are an only child, or if you do not like your brothers and sisters, for whatever reason. This can be going to friends that feel like your brothers and sisters. But it feels like really connecting with that, that energy, that family energy. And it's see the love and the best within them. So, I mean, even if you don't like your family or your brother or your sister or both, maybe it's time to start working on that to get along with them. Black Panther is looking over all of this, and I just feel like what you're doing is just really, really cool, and trying to do that manifestation. You have ancient wisdom on your side too, and that fertility is starting things. So also, what kind of creations are you wanting to do? What kind of ideas have you been thinking about? It's time to start them. So if you've been thinking like, I want to start a new blog, now is the time. Why don't we start it? You know, it's just like these videos that I started it kind of on a whim, and I love doing it. I'm not making any money on it right now, but it's a great hobby because I love doing it. So this is an example of something that with your fertility is getting your new projects in line and doing stuff that gives you joy. And I think you know, at least with this energy is really positive and really cool. And then you got the Teo, and that is relax and allow life to flow. Ebb and flow. How creepy is that? So this is really just that, like, you're on for the ride of life right now. And I think the biggest thing is you just keep manifesting. Keep getting that energy and trying to get the best life that you're wanting, as well as doing your projects, and start doing that and work on your brother and sister relationship, or the friends that feel like brothers and sisters. All right, guys, I think that's it for that one. If that resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Whoop, whoop. Super excited. If it didn't resonate with you, well, I'm sorry about that, but you should still give it a thumbs up, and I hope you hit subscribe. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys for all of your comments. You're so nice, and for watching and just really enjoying what I do, and I just really appreciate you guys so much. So if I don't see you, I hope to see you soon, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, guys! Woo! See ya!
Bye! Bye-bye! See ya!